All right, trainers, get ready, because we're going deep on the Pokemon GO Global Wild Area event.
Oh yeah, this is a big one.
This is not your average park hangout. We're talking level 50 Pokemon.
Yeah, just out in the wild.
That's right, in the wild. They're calling them Mighty Pokemon.
That's right.
So what's the deal with these Mighty Pokemon? What makes them so special?
Well, they spawn at these crazy high levels, and they also have a guaranteed IV floor of 13, 13, 13.
Well, okay, back up a second for those of us who may not be IV experts.
Right, so IVs are individual values, and think of them as like a hidden potential for your Pokemon. The higher, the better.
Okay, so basically, even if you don't know a ton about IVs, just know that Mighty Pokemon are guaranteed to be strong right out of the gate.
Yes, they come out ready to battle.
They're like the Pokemon superstars.
Exactly, and some of them even have their legacy moves.
Wait a second, rewind. Do you say legacy moves?
Yes.
So like, I could find a level 50 Venusaur with Frenzy Plant just hanging out?
Yes, just out in the wild.
Are we in the Pokemon GO multiverse or something?
That's the crazy thing about this event. I mean, it's a chance to get these really powerful game-changing Pokemon.
Okay, I'm already getting hyped, so tell me when and where is this going down?
Okay, so mark your calendars for November 23rd and 24th from 10 a.m. to 6:15 p.m., your local time.
10 a.m. to 6:15 p.m., got it. And what about location? Any tips on where to set up camp for maximum Pokemon mayhem?
Location's huge for this one. You want to find a spot with lots of Pokestops and gyms.
Yeah, somewhere where the Pokemon are like popping off.
Exactly. Ideally somewhere with a lot of foot traffic.
It's like Pokemon GO real estate.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta find that prime location and then you're set.
All right, so we got when and where, but what about prep work? This feels like a Pokemon marathon, not a sprint.
Definitely, you gotta think of this event like a music festival. You gotta pack accordingly.
Pokemon Festival, yes.
Yeah, and in this case, the most valuable supplies aren't sunscreen and glitter, but Pokeballs, and more Pokeballs.
So, true Pokeballs are the currency of this event. So how do we make sure we don't run out in the middle of catching a mighty Pokemon?
Start saving up now. Hit up those Pokestops. Like, your life depends on it. If you have any golden lures, this is the time to use them.
Golden lures, those are like Pokemon magnets.
Exactly. And while you're at it, declutter your item bag. Do you really need 50 potions and revives?
Not a chance. Time to Marie Kondo our item bags.
Exactly. If it doesn't spark catching joy, toss it.
I love it. Okay, so we're stocking up on Pokeballs. We're decluttering our bags. What else do we need to do to prepare?
You also want to take a look at your Pokemon storage. You'll be catching a ton of Pokemon, so you got to make space.
Yeah, so low IV Pidgeys, you're out of here.
Bye-bye.
It's time to make room for the Pokemon royalty we're about to catch.
And finally, let's not forget about Pokecoins.
Ah, yes. The lifeblood of any dedicated Pokemon trainer.
Exactly. You'll need them for raid passes, extra storage, all that good stuff.
So what's the best way to boost our Pokecoin stash before the event kicks off?
Gyms are a great way to get those free Pokecoins. Coordinate with your local community to max out your gym time.
Awesome. And you know what? Walking around catching Pokemon is basically a workout, might as well get paid for it.
Exactly.
Okay, we've covered prep work, so now let's talk strategy. Mega evolutions have to be a key part of this, right?
Absolutely. Mega evolutions not only give you a temporary power boost, but they also increase the candy you earn from catching certain types of Pokemon.
Oh, it's like a candy factory fueled by mega evolution.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
So which megas should we be prioritizing for this event?
So for the Global Wild Area event, you'll want to focus on megas that boost electric and poison type candy, since that's the focus of the event.
Gotcha. So which ones are we talking specifically?
So for poison hours, you want to go with Mega Venusaur, Mega Beedrill, and Mega Gengar.
Okay.
And for electric hours, you'll want Mega Ampharos, Mega Manectric, or even Primal Kyogre if you have it.
Primal Kyogre, now we're talking. So we're basically switching our megas based on those hourly habitat rotations like a Pokemon dance party, but instead of music, it's mega energy.
Exactly.
All right, so we're set on megas, but which Pokemon should we actually be targeting during those electric and poison hours?
So during electric hours, you want to be on the lookout for Alolan Geodude, Magnemite, Electabuzz, and Joltik.
Okay.
Alolan Geodude is a rock star in the Great League. Magnemite can evolve into the powerful Magnezone Electabuzz into Electivire, a great electric type attacker.
Don't forget Joltik, that little guy evolves into Galvantula, which can be surprisingly effective.
Oh yeah, and then when it's poison hour, keep an eye out for Bulbasaur, Tentacool, Spinarak, and Croagunk.
That's good.
Bulbasaur, of course, is your ticket to Mega Venusaur. Tentacool evolves into Tentacruel, a solid Ultra League contender, and Spinarak, well, sometimes it's actually a Ditto in disguise.
Ah, the sneaky Ditto, always keeping us on our toes.
And of course, who can resist Croagunk? It evolves into Toxicroak, a powerful poison and fighting type.
So we got our hourly rotations down. prioritize those featured Pokemon and use our Megas to maximize those candy gains.
Exactly.
This is starting to feel like a well-oiled Pokemon machine.
Now let's talk about those mighty Pokemon.
Yes, the stars of the show.
I'm ready. So on Saturday, you have the chance to catch Mighty Pidgeot Gyarados and Tyrantrum.
Oh?
Mega Pidgeot is a top-tier raid attacker, Gyarados is a Master League staple, and Tyrantrum, well, who doesn't love a shiny T-Rex?
A shiny T-Rex. Oh my goodness, I need that.
And Sunday's lineup is just as good. We have Mighty Venusaur Dragonite, Feraligatr Electivire, and Mamoswine.
Whoa. Did you say Mamoswine?
Yes.
That ice and ground type behemoth?
Yes. Mamoswine is a force to be reckoned with, especially with those guaranteed high IVs.
Okay, my Pokedex is buzzing with excitement, but catching these Pokemon can't be easy, right?
You're right, catching mighty Pokemon is no walk in the park. They're known for having a super low catch rate.
Oh no.
But don't worry, there's a secret weapon to help you snag these elusive creatures. They're called GO Safari Balls.
Go Safari Balls. What are those?
Yeah, they're special Pokeballs that boost your chances of catching those hard-to-catch Pokemon.
Ooh, so they're like the VIP passes of the Pokeball world.
Exactly. And if you have an event ticket, you can get 32 Go Safari Balls throughout the event.
Okay.
Through timed research.
Timed research. So we got to be on top of those research tasks, like refreshing constantly.
It's like a Pokemon Go scavenger hunt.
I love it.
And even if you're playing for free, you'll still get a few Go Safari Balls, and there's always the chance of finding them at Pokestops.
Okay, so those Ghost Safari Balls are like golden tickets to catching those mighty Pokemon.
They really are.
Speaking of special Pokemon, Dialga and Palkia are showing up in this event, right?
Yeah, in their origin forms, and they even have a chance of knowing their signature moves, Roar of Time and Spatial Rend.
Well, wait a second. Signature moves? Are we talking like
Yes.
Roar of Time and Spatial Rend?
Yeah, so Roar of Time can actually freeze the timer on your premium item.
Hold of time freezing abilities. That's like a cheat code.
I know, right? It's pretty amazing. So you can extend those incense and lucky eggs, and then Spatial Rend actually doubles your spawn distance for 10 glorious minutes.
Whoa, double spawn distance. So like more chances to encounter those rare Pokemon.
Yes, more Pokemon, more action, more fun.
Okay, I'm liking this, but you said the chance of getting those signature moves is pretty low?
Yeah, it's about a 1 in 10 chance, so it's definitely a gamble, but who doesn't love a little Pokemon lottery?
That's true. Okay, so what about Toxel? I hear it's hatching from 10-kilometer eggs during the event. Any chance for a shiny Caius?
Oh yes, that shiny Toxel is out there waiting to be hatched.
Awesome.
The odds are pretty rare, but if you do hatch one, remember it only takes 400 candy to evolve it all the way to Toxtricity.
Only 400 candy. That's
Yeah,
nothing.
right. And think of all the Stardust you'll be racking up during this event.
That's true. And speaking of Stardust, those event tickets come with double hash Stardust for 10-kilometer eggs, right?
Yes, double Stardust. It's a Stardust explosion.
Combine that with the Star Piece. You're talking about a serious Stardust bonanza.
Yeah, this is the time to hatch those 10-kilometer eggs, especially if you've been saving them up.
Stardust for days. Okay, so we've talked about the eggs now. Let's shift gears to those exciting raid battles. What kind of bosses are we facing off against?
Okay, so get ready for a Rockstar lineup. For 3-star raids, we have the super stylish Rockstar Snorlax.
A Rockstar Snorlax. Okay, I need details.
It can be shiny.
A shiny Rockstar Snorlax, I'm sold.
We also have Luxray, Scolipede Venusaur, and Electivire.
Awesome.
Ready to rumble.
I love it. What about 4-star raids? Are we in for any surprises?
The amped and low-key forms of Toxtricity will be electrifying the 4-star scene, but if you're looking for a truly legendary challenge,
What do tell?
prepare yourself for Gigantamax Toxtricity battles.
Gigantamax Toxtricity. Those are 6-star raids, right?
Yes, and they're not for the faint of heart. We're talking epic boss battles here.
That sounds intense. So what's the secret weapon for taking down this electric behemoth?
Excadrill is your best friend in this battle. This ground-type powerhouse is Toxtricity's kryptonite, especially in its Dynamax form. And luckily for us, there's a Drillbur Community Day happening on November 18th, the perfect chance to stock up.
Okay, so it's time to assemble our Excadrill army and prepare for an epic showdown.
And each battle you conquer will reward you with 25,000 Stardust.
25,000 Stardust, and we can use a star piece to boost that even further.
So you're basically getting paid in Stardust to battle giant Pokemon.
Sign me up. But before we rush into these intense battles, we got to talk about teamwork, right?
Absolutely. Teamwork makes the dream work, especially when you're facing off against giant electric Pokemon.
It's true. So how can we encourage trainers to work together during this event?
Well, whether you're coordinating raid groups or strategizing for those Gigantamax battles, having a solid team makes all the difference. Reach out to your local communities, connect with friends, and plan your approach.
It's like assembling your Pokemon Go dream team. Some players are focused on catching those mighty Pokemon, while others lead the charge on those epic raid battles. And of course, you need those hardcore battlers ready to take on the Gigantamax bosses.
Exactly. And remember, communication is key. Use those in-game chat features. Join Discord groups, share your strategies with your fellow trainers.
We're all in this Pokemon journey together now. Before we jump into the final part of our Global Wild Area deep dive, I want to remind everyone that this event is more than just catching Pokemon and battling bosses.
Right. It's about getting out there, exploring your surroundings, and connecting with your local Pokemon Go community. And don't forget about those real-world essentials.
Yeah, we can't conquer those Pokemon challenges on an empty stomach.
Think of it as prepping for a Pokemon-themed camping trip.
Okay, I like where this is going.
You'll need a sturdy backpack to carry all your essentials, water snacks, a power bank to keep those devices charged, and of course, comfortable shoes.
Comfy shoes are a must. We're going to be walking, battling, and catching all day long.
That's right. And don't forget those weather-appropriate clothes. You don't want to be caught in a sudden downpour while trying to catch a legendary Pokemon.
Oh, the horror. I'm getting anxiety just thinking about it.
So pack like you're going on a Pokemon safari, and remember, preparation is key.
Got it. Pack, charge, and prepare to conquer. I'm super excited for the final part of this deep dive. We've covered a ton of ground, but I know there's even more to uncover.
You're right, there are still some hidden gems we need to explore, strategies to master, and even some medal opportunities.
Ooh, medals. Those are like the Pokemon Go badges of honor.
Exactly. So let's take a deep breath, grab our Go Safari balls, and dive into the final part of our Global Wild Area adventure.
Okay, we're back. Ready for those hidden gems you mentioned?
Yeah.
What else does this Global Wild Area event have in store for us?
Well, while everyone is out there running around trying to catch mighty Pokemon and battling those raid bosses,
Yeah.
there's actually an amazing opportunity to make some serious progress on some platinum medals.
Platinum medals now you're talking. Those are the crown jewels of any Pokemon Go trainer profile.
Exactly. They show you've really mastered a certain part of the game.
Yeah, for sure. So which platinum medals should we be focusing on during this event?
Well, with all the electric and poison type Pokemon around, thanks to those hourly habitat rotations,
Right.
this is the perfect time to work on those Punk Girl and electric medals.
Oh, yeah. So catching those Pokemon not only helps us build our teams, but it also contributes to those coveted platinum medals.
Yeah.
I love it. Two birds, one Pokeball.
Exactly. And remember that Geodude trading strategy we talked about?
You mean the one where you trade a Geodude, evolve it into Graveler for super cheap, and then evolve it again into Golem for free because it was traded?
That's the one. Well, that strategy is perfect for boosting your progress towards the scientist medal.
So while we're trading those Geodude, hoping for a lucky trade, we're also racking up those evolutions and working toward that platinum medal. Talk about efficiency.
And if you're hatching those 10-kilometer eggs, you'll be making some major strides toward that breeder medal.
Especially with the halved egg distance for ticket holders.
Exactly. You'll be hatching those eggs faster than ever.
5-kilometer eggs, here we come. And if you're a raid enthusiast, this event is your time to shine.
Oh yeah, with all those different raid bosses from Rockstar Snorlax to Dialga and Palkia to Primal Kyogre, you'll have tons of chances to defeat different species and earn that Rising Star medal.
So we're not just battling for those rewards, we're also becoming more well-rounded trainers and earning those bragging rights with that platinum medal.
Exactly. And don't forget about the power of community. This event is the perfect time to connect with your local Pokemon Go community and maybe even attend a community ambassador meetup.
Those meetups are always a blast, a great way to meet fellow trainers, battle together, and maybe even earn that community member medal.
And for those who prefer a more relaxed approach, there's always the Picnicker medal.
Picnicker medal, what's that one all about?
Earning it is easy. All you have to do is use lure modules.
Oh yeah.
And with those lures lasting for 2 hours during the event, it's the perfect time to set up a Pokemon Go hangout spot with your friends.
Lure module, snacks and friends, sign me up.
And last but not least, we can't forget about the Cameraman medal.
Oh yeah. Gotta get those
With
photos.
the Rockstar and Popstar Pikachu returning, you'll want to snap some pics of those stylish Pokémon.
Who could resist those adorable Pikachu with their little outfits? So cute.
So as you can see, this Global Wild Area event isn't just about catching rare Pokémon, it's also a fantastic opportunity to earn some serious progress towards those platinum medals.
It's like a Pokemon Go treasure hunt with medals as the ultimate prize. I love it.
And as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with one final thought.
Okay, I'm listening.
This event is a celebration of everything that makes Pokemon Go so special.
I agree.
It's about strategy, skill, community exploration, and of course, a little bit of luck.
It's about becoming the best trainer you can be, pushing your limits, trying out new techniques, and maybe even stepping outside your comfort zone.
This event has the potential to really change things up in the Pokemon Go world. With all those powerful Mighty Pokémon up for grabs, new features like the Go Safari Balls and those epic Gigantamax Toxtricity battles, it's a whole new ballgame.
And with all that Stardust and candy flying around, those trainer levels are going to be skyrocketing.
So as you get ready for this incredible event, ask yourself, what are your goals?
Yeah. What are you hoping to achieve?
What strategies are you going to use? What does your Pokemon journey look like?
I love that. And be sure to share all your plans, your excitement, and your predictions with the community. Use the hashtag #GlobalWildAreaDeepDive. We want to hear what you're most looking forward to.
Remember, this event is about more than just catching Pokemon. It's about making memories, forging friendships, and experiencing the magic of Pokemon Go to the fullest.
So get out there, trainers, explore Battle Catch, and most importantly, have fun.
And until next time, may your catches be legendary, your battles epic, and your Pokemon Go adventures unforgettable.
See you in the wild.